So these movies have been around for 10 years, and throughout the 10 years, the specter of Thanos has loomed over the Avengers, and they've been pursuing Infinity Gauntlets. Now that that's out of the way, will there be a similar thread in the next phase of Marvel movies?
I don't know that there will be a similar thread. There will be threats from other folks, but not necessarily like Thanos right away. I think this is something that Thanos has a place, and we need to honor that. And he's probably one of the greatest villains of all time, if you ask me. So we're going to let Thanos have its moment, and then we will regain composure and go at it again.
And over the course of 20 films, you've had so many incredible people, from the writers to the directors to the producers, putting their mark on these characters. What is it about the Russos? When did you know these are going to be the guys to stick the landing?
Well, for us, we've been working together now 7 years. This is our fourth film. And we knew it when they came to pitch the very first time, when we did Winter Soldier. They were fun and quirky, but also they could be, very quickly, they could be quite deep and personal. And we saw all the layers of what they could bring to our films, but they also wanted to have a very different style of filmmaking that we were welcoming, because we want our films to be different. And even in their journey of Winter Soldier and Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame, I think you see the variance of who they are and who they become as filmmakers.
And now you've been to space, you've been to alternate dimensions, you've done war movies, you've done heist movies. Is there anywhere left you'd like to go that you haven't been yet?
There's so many places. Don't forget, we've been to high school, which is a world of its own. Listen, we want to go everywhere, We've been to the quantum realm, we went to the multiverse. I mean, we want to see every single layer that the comics had brought to life and more. So I think Phase 4 is pretty exciting.
Now, my outlet is called That Shelf, and we're all about that nerdy, kind of passionate collectible you have on your office shelf or you have at home. Now, I've seen video of your office. I know there's a lot of options to choose from. And quite often when I ask this question, the people have Marvel items on their shelves. And I'm very curious, what's that prized possession? Because I know you have a lot to choose from.
Well, I have a picture that my daughter drew of me. And it's her drawing that looks very much like her, but it's her drawing of me. And she wrote Marvel instead of Marvel for my office and who I was. And I find that it's a beautiful rendition of a child's view of what it is that can't yet spell, but understands the nature of what we are. And the simplicity of the drawing is gorgeous. And I would say that's one of my most favorite pieces of paper that I have. And I have it laid out with all the awards that are incredibly meaningful in a way. But that art, I look at it every day.
And there's a couple of shots towards the end of the film. I'm not going to spoil them. But they really do speak to the diversity of the Marvel casting, and they kind of hint at where the films might be going in the future. Am I reading too much into that, or is the ball rolling into diversifying the leads in the films?
I think you should read into it, and you should read into it deeply.
Okay, thank you very much. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
This is the fight of our lives.
This is gonna work, Steve.
I know it is. Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.